me. 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. A body addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
We are coming to you live from Mount Gilead High School in Mount Gilead, Ohio for some KMACtion between the Mount Gilead Indians and the Northmor Golden Knights. Mount Gilead undefeated on the year. Northmor so far 1-1 on the season. Should be a competitive contest.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, and it is time for the Sutton Bank pregame show brought to you by Sutton Bank and here at Mount Gilead High School, where the undefeated Mount Gilead will take on a 1-1 Northmor. Should be a high-scoring affair tonight for this squad. So let's take a look. Take a look at our team spotlight for the Northmor Golden Knights, and so far this season 1-1 on the year, as mentioned before, 0-1 in the conference. Looking at a couple of the games that they played so far against Galleon 50. Taking a look here, 1-1 for the Northmor Golden Knights and 0-1 in the conference against Galleon on November 23rd. They were victorious 55-19, but facing Kayla Larimore and Cinderberg, they went down 55-15, taking on Mount Gilead tonight. Now let's take a look at our player spotlight for the Northmor Golden Knights. Tonight, taking a look at the junior Shelby Cooper, the point guard, who came up with some great numbers last year and is leading this team as a distributor once again. 6.1 rebounds, 2.5 steals per game, and 0.8 blocks last game. Let's take a second to take a look at our keys to victory for the Northmor Golden Knights. And for Northmor tonight, a lot of things are going to have to go right. They're going to need to seal off the guards defensively. So much production for Mount Gilead out of the guards, just the two point guard and shooting guard, but also able to check it down low, making sure that the guards don't have opportunities to find those passing lanes, and of course not giving them any easy baskets whatsoever. We'll take a quick break.
Kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, cutting back in for the Sutton Bank pregame show as we take a look at our home team, the Mount Gilead Indians, for their team spotlight here at Mount Gilead High School. And so far on the year, 3-0 as we take a look at the starters being announced. 1-0 in the KMAC. It's so far a pretty successful season. They faced Bucyrus on November 23rd and picked up the victory 51-38. Just didn't look back on November 26th, defeating Lucas 61-33, and of course Danville the other night 42-22. Taking a look at some of the team stats tonight: 51.3 points per game, 36.3 rebounds per game, and 16 assists per game. 5.7 steals, and defensively 3.7 blocks per game as well. Has been stellar on the defensive front as we get a look at the home team being announced. Let's take a look at our player spotlight for Mount Gilead. And we already mentioned the guard play has been so strong. In the heart of that offense is the shooting guard, Faith White, with 16.3 points per game, 4.7 assists per game, and 2 blocks per game. And when you're able to shoot the ball effectively, put the ball in the basket so successfully, opening up so many opportunities on the passing front, and that's really reflected in the assists per game. So getting a look here. The excitement in this building, the home crowd showing out. Let's take a look at our keys to victory for Mount Gilead tonight. For Mount Gilead, just got to play their game, looking to stay consistent, quick passing, forcing the defense out. Look to those skip passes as an avenue to create open lanes for passing and scoring. Of course, you're going to need to smother those scoring threats. You know who they are for Northmor, making sure that they do not have the ball in their hands, and when they do have the ball in their hands, they're not able to do anything with it. So wrapping up the Sutton Bank pregame show as we get ready for first quarter action here at Mount Gilead High School in Mount Gilead, Ohio. So starters for both sides to the floor, and we are getting ready to get underway. Shelby Cooper taking on Cassidy Irwin, center circle for the tip-off. And tipped by the Golden Knights, but in the hands of Mount Gilead, and ends up deflecting off a Golden Knight. So first possession of the game will belong to Mount Gilead. So focusing that one post player in Irwin right around the free throw line, letting her operate freely, and then gathering around the three-point line this time. Pass to the wing, unsuccessful. Looking at a three-quarter press currently for Mount Gilead as they look to make the Golden Knights work, but quickly breaking it all the way into the basket. Offensive rebound goes back, and a jump ball will ensue. Golden Knights hold on to it. Shelby Cooper will inbound for the Golden Knights. Able to get a hand on it is Irwin, forcing the turnover. Now Ava Baker, top of the key, working it to the post, and on the give and go, a little bit sloppy as that one's poked out of bounds. They'll say the last touch on Kendall Neal, junior point guard. Once again, going with the press, not much pressure as they are looking for the trap. And the corner three, looks like her toes were on the line. It's not going to count regardless as it's a missed basket. Offensive rebound goes to the Golden Knights. Sticking with the man-to-man offense is Mount Gilead. Working it inside to Cooper, and stripped. Another turnover as they cross midcourt. Ava Baker coming up with the steal. As Baker sets up with the screen, passes out to the wing, and they do the handoff. Into the corner, patient and comfortable, but looking for the skip pass into the corner is broken up by Claire Tackett. Goes back into the possession of Mount Gilead. Utilizing that motion offense, but a little bit of sloppy play by Ava Baker leads to the turnover, but another turnover gets the ball right back to him. Throwing the ball into the corner off the leg of Maisie Brinkman. Last touch by the Golden Knights. Mount Gilead will take the ball out of bounds in front of the Northmor bench. Looking for an option out of the stack formation. They end up finding Danielle Polcote. And Faith White looks into the corner. Once again to Polcote. The 3 ball, no good. Offensive rebound stays with Mount Gilead falling on top of it. And Northmor has the ball once again. Trying up a 3 is Shelby Cooper. This one short by about 6 inches. Just able to keep it in bounds, but not able to get the basket to go. Rebound defensive for Mount Gilead. Short by about 6 inches. Just able to keep it in bounds, but not able to get the basket to go. Danielle Polcote. Excited about that one as Mount Gilead retains possession. First foul called in this game. Will go against Claire Tackett. Now Northmor coming out with a press of their own as they trap in the corner. Now with tempo, they end up finding Cassidy Irwin, who throws the ball away. Another turnover. Coop works it inside, this time to Brinkman. And a shot is no good. Offensive rebound, another one goes to Brinkman. Tackett will send it back out. Shelby Cooper will reset the offense. Maisie Brinkman picks up her dribble and dishes it back out to the wing for a 3 ball. And that one good for her first score of the game. They say her toes are on the line. That one, Alexis C. with the 3-point shot. And running into the defender. That one may have been a travel. Looking for the backdoor pass, and one more time cutting to the basket, and one! An excitement there as Faith White just powers it into the basket, and she'll go to the line for 1. Second foul for the Golden Knights. For the 3-point play, and it's good. So Mount Gilead takes the lead with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, 3-2. Maintaining the look, ends up getting a steal. This time it's Kendall Neal as it's back into the corner to Neal, looking baseline, will take a mid-range jumper. This one over the basket, rebound goes to Shelby Cooper. Now the Golden Knights with pace pick up the dribble, pass it into the mid-range zone. They'll work it back to the top to reset. Post clearing out, Reagan C. with the ball. At the top of the key with the pump fake. Shelby Cooper with a little bit of space, tries the 3 ball, no dice this time. Rebound goes to Cassidy Irwin. Working the ball around, some quick passing, ends up getting a shooter open, not able to convert as it clanks off the iron. And a mid-range jumper from Maisie Brinkman, not able to get it this time. Student section giving it to her about the air ball. Shelby Cooper in motion, not able to get it. So great heads-up play by Kendall Neal to get the save and throw it off of a Golden Knight. As a couple of folks check out. Neal and Irwin head to the bench. A good bounce pass inside, backdoor. They'll look to the 3-point line now. Kinley Trainer checking in at the post, setting the screen at the top of the key and sealing off the defender, opening up a lane, and they'll say she's fouled on the hand, so Ava Baker is going to go to the line for 2. Not able to get the first one to go. The foul will go against Reagan C. Able to get the second one to go, so we stand at a 2-point lead for Mount Gilead. Working around the three-corner part as she picks up the ball, looking backside, and a great steal. And referee says last touch off of Reagan Zeger for the Golden Knights, so Mount Gilead will take over. And a turnover will lead to a quick mid-range jumper, still can't get it to go. And a cap on the rim for the Golden Knights so far tonight. Some active hands defensively for Ryan Brinkman. Jumping on top will lead to a jump ball. It's going to stay with Mount Gilead. Danielle Polcati take things out. She finds Ava Baker. Really favoring the right side of that court is Mount Gilead, making contact with the defender. They want a foul on both sides, but instead they'll throw the ball out of bounds and Golden Knights will take over. So a free lane all the way to the basket, not able to seal it off. They look to the post, that's definitely a travel, but they don't call it. Sends it back out just a foot inside the three-point line. Rebound goes to Ava Baker. We'll try again. Defense leading to offense as Baker picks up the dribble and losing possession of it, putting the ball back down on the dribble. Long pass ends up leading to a three-point shot from Faith White. And we have ourselves a two-possession ball game. And another steal. Baker active defensively. The 5th turnover of the night for the Golden Knights. This one behind on the pass, but trying to find a way inside. A good screen set by Trainer. Defensively, the Golden Knights sticking with the man-to-man approach. Now smothering Baker at the elbow. Back up to the top of the key. We're inside 45 seconds here in the first quarter. Just hold on to it here, looking for a good possession, a good shot at the basket. Could have taken it herself, but decides to dish it back out to the guards. Some contact will lead to a Mount Gilead turnover as Ava Baker couldn't hold on to it. So a slew of substitutions leads to the Golden Knights taking the ball out of bounds. Now really emphasizing the trap, but able to get the pass off before it. Stepping into a shot, can't get it to go as Alexis C. Couple of players on the ground and wide open underneath the basket. Gets it to go, Reagan C. And with no time on the clock, the shot is going to be late. So after 1 quarter of play, Mount Gilead leading this one over Northmor 7-4. Stay with us for second quarter action. Coming up next.
Kitchen Supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Back from a quick break as we prepare for second quarter action here at Mount Gilead High School, where Mount Gilead leads the way 7-4 over Northmor. Lead up to as many as 5 as Mount Gilead converted a 3, but late first quarter basket puts the Golden Knights back within 1 possession. Taking over again, we'll see if the adjustments in the huddle have an effect on this game. Some quick, intense passing as they look to work the ball inside, and they do. Maisie Brinkman can't get the shot off. Screen up top and back out to the wing. Giving her a lot of space on that 3-point line. Trainer doesn't seem to have much interest in shooting that one. And the 3 ball, no good as it's off the back iron. Kendall Neal with the shot. Would have made it double digits. Student section trying to get their Mount Gilead squad energized. Now Freedom at the wing, but getting in on that one, it'll be passed into the backcourt, and over and back is the call. So another turnover for the Golden Knights, their 6th of the night. Couple of folks checking in for Mount Gilead. It's going to be Olivia Long and Danielle Polcati. So offensively, similar looks for both sides, going with that motion style offense and posting up the center right there at the free throw line. This one leading to an opportunity. No foul called, but she will get the basket to go. Ava Baker. A look at the athleticism she had to offer. Now working it along the wing, just juking the defender, but not able to hold on to it. Kendall Neal coming up with the steal. So it went right into her hands. Golden Knights setting up defensively now. They'll try again for 3. Ava Baker drills it from 3. Another look at that one, a high arc, but that one was in all the way as another turnover leads to a fast break for Mount Gilead. She tries a 13-footer and she hits it. So 2 quick possessions for Mount Gilead leads us to a game where they're leading by 10. You can hear the student section. They're so excited about this one, and so much energy around this Mount Gilead squad. 3-0 already on the season. But for the Golden Knights, they look to pick up a huge victory here for them and propel themselves into the midseason with their winning record. So Northmor calling the timeout to stop the bleeding. They will look to rally here. So 14-4, not much pressure on that press. It seems like just the presence of the defenders. Offensive rebound, this time goes back to Ryan Brinkman. She puts it back for 2. situates us at single digits once again. Another steal. And Shelby Cooper, this one short. Another offensive rebound. This time a chance at a three-point play. Ryan Brinkman, the 5'8" junior, making her presence known down low. She'll get a chance to put this game within 5. That one good, so the three-point play. Score stands 14-9. They assign the foul that time to Kendall Neal. So a slow first quarter, but in the last couple of possessions, a barrage of scoring for both sides. Working that trap along the wing has forced Mount Gilead to make some tough decisions as Baker steps into another one. And Baker has 8 on the night already. And a floating shot into the key, no good, but Shelby Cooper comes to the defense, and another offensive rebound leads to a field goal for the Golden Knights. Definitely going to be a point of emphasis for Mount Gilead going into halftime, is finding a way to get a body on these Golden Knights. Olivia Long picks up the dribble and draws the foul. So a smart play there. Lead to a foul. They assign this one to Kylie Rigdon. Faith White and Kinley Trainer checking in for Mount Gilead. Tackett picks up Baker as they look to slow her down. Now switching that screen really well, jumping on it, trying to force that double team defensively. Now looking back out, Baker for 3 one more time, this time no good. Offensive rebound goes to Trainer. Trainer not able to get it, but goes back to Faith White, who can't get the basket. Golden Knights will take over. Working the ball around the perimeter. They find Cooper in the corner, and she's able to convert a 3. This one just continuing to get more and more interesting as this game is now within 2 points. Mount Gilead running away with it for a second there, but Golden Knights refusing to go away. Baker will try it again, a foot behind the three-point line off the back iron. Golden Knights with the rebound. Trying to work the ball inside, and they successfully do, but they send it back out to the wing. Now looking for a dribbling lane. Trying to work it into the elbow, but Trainer with the top hand gets the steal. Now along the wing, she fakes the three-point shot and steps into it. Danielle Polcati with the mid-range jumper from 15 feet. The step back jumper. Not able to get it. That one was Riley Cooper. Into the corner. Once again, thinking about the mid-range shot, decides against it. Now Tackett jumps on top of that one, active with the defensive hands. Yet to see which way this one's going to go. And it goes for Mount Gilead. Crossing mid-court as we cross the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Trainer fed with the no-look pass, tries to work it back out, but into the leg of a defender, a jump ball. Mount Gilead will keep it, and they'll take it out underneath the basket. Going with a 4 flat. Working it back out to the wing on a skip pass. Baker will try it again, and she gets it again. Mount Gilead crossing the 20-point mark. Leading this one by 7 as quick passing will lead to an opportunity for the Golden Knights, and Reagan Zager is able to get this one. So it's been the story of the night where Mount Gilead is able to get some quick baskets, but the fast break, the press really not working out for Mount Gilead as it's led to a lot of really quick baskets for Northmor. This time though, Faith White takes it to the basket strong and gets it. Scramble for the ball into the corner, and an air ball by the post. Working it into Trainer. They have Reagan C covering Baker now. They hand it off to Polcati. Stepping into a three-pointer, Polcati. No dice, putting up against the basket. Trainer, too hard. Rebound goes to Cooper. The corner, C thinks about it, but she takes it to the basket. The floater gets it for 2. Now 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll see how they play this one. And looks like they are just going to hold it for the last possession, taking it into the half. Instead, she just puts it up. This one too hard. Golden Knights get the shot off, but not able to get the basket. So after 2 quarters of play, Mount Gilead leading this one 23-18 over Northmor. Stay with us for second half action coming up next.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Sutton Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by Sutton Bank here with the OH Board. I'm Bryce Coder on play-by-play with you tonight, and Mount Gilead leading the way in this one, 23-18 at the half. Ava Baker with the hot hand so far tonight has really dialed it in from three-point range as we take a look at our halftime stats. 6 field goals, 1 three-pointer, 7 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 2 fouls, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. For Mount Gilead, 5 field goals, 4 three-pointers, 5 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 1 foul, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. So, for Mount Gilead, a pretty successful half. They feel like got to figure out what they want to do with that zone, though. Not able to force too much pressure up front, and it is leading to some quick baskets for Northmor. They have got to find a way to find an answer for Mount Gilead, and truly the game plan for Mount Gilead offensively is to slow it down and just look for that open shot. Got to find ways to force stops and turnovers. Offensively, though, the offensive rebounds have really been a point of pride for Northmor, as they've been able to convert at least 2 field goals as a result of those offensive rebounds. So just about a minute remaining here at halftime before we get ready for second half action. And quick first half too. Only about 28 minutes in the first half, not a ton of dead balls. Mount Gilead crowd showing up in force. The student section filling up about half of their allotted space and has certainly been verbal and active. But for Northmor, the Northmor faithful turning out tonight. The look at their crowd size rivals that of Mount Gilead, making the trip all the way from near Galion. So battling for that undefeated record is Mount Gilead. They'd move to 4-0 on the night. Next game they would be taking on Centerburg, and Kayla Larimore and company. Definitely going to be a tough one for them, but they feel like if they could get the victory here, that could really spell the fortune for the remainder of this season. So just like that, we are underway here in the third quarter at Mount Gilead High School, where Mount Gilead leads 23-18 over Northmor. Working the ball around the perimeter now. Sticking with that look offensively. Cooper trying to set the screen, and she does. Working around it is Alexis C, as C puts up the basket, and it's good for 2. Back to the free throw line. They find Irwin. Baker will try again for 3. This one rolls around. Offensive rebound, though, going to Faith White. Trying to put it back up. Rebound goes to the Golden Knights. And a poor pass will be right into the side of a defender. Danielle Polcati picks it up, and looking for the 3 ball is Faith White. So now Mount Gilead turning this once again into a 2-possession ball game, but trying to do something about it as Reagan C can't get it this time. This one hard off the backboard, and Mount Gilead will take over once again. Taking a look at scoring leaders, Ava Baker already with 14 points on the night, followed by our player spotlight of the evening, Faith White, who has 8. A couple of players from Mount Gilead scattered with 2-point field goals. And a poor pass on the turnover. Now this time Ryan Brinkman will try to take it up to the basket. Instead, she'll be fouled and go to the line for 2. We'll sign the foul to Ava Baker. It's Baker's first. First team foul of the quarter for either side. Is able to get the first of 2. and splits the pair. A hard rebound off the front of the rim will go to the Golden Knights as they're inside of 3 feet, and an errant pass ends up into the hands of Reagan Zager, who can't get the 15-footer. And now with pace, she spots up for the 7-footer, and Faith White is in double digits on the night. Scoring leader for Northmor, Shelby Cooper, as she tries one from 3 feet behind the three-point line and gets it. A no-brainer from her as she bangs it home from 24 feet. Now strong to the rim, Irwin, no good. Rebound Golden Knights as she steps into one. Claire Tackett from the wing and within 1. So once again, Mount Gilead getting a little bit of a run and Golden Knights getting right back into it. And smothered at the top of the key. Go look to Polcati, now back up to the top of the key for Baker. Baker from 14 feet, bouncing around and gets the friendly bounce. Baker now with 18 on the night. Flying into the lane, can't get the basket to go. Ava Baker with the offensive rebound, but has trouble holding on to it, and Golden Knights will take over possession. Trying a 3 again. Cooper has not had the hot hand so far tonight. Able to get the last one, has 8 on the night. This one deflected, intended receiver was Baker, but the Golden Knights doing a good job of corralling the errant ball. Tackett dishing it out to Brinkman. Brinkman with the floater. No good. Rebound going to Mount Gilead. White sends it into the corner. And no good, but Irwin able to come back with the offensive rebound, gets the basket and a chance at a 3-point play. And 3 Golden Knights and 2 Mount Gilead Indians checking in. Corwin going to the line for 1. This one no good. Of note, sophomore Claire Tackett has 3 fouls on the evening already. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, working the ball inside nicely, now looking for the backdoor option. Pass offline as Mount Gilead will take over with speed. To the basket is White, but gets it stripped. And they'll call the foul against White. So Irwin will get a rest as a check-in trainer. Going with this diamond-looking press. This one, too much mustard as it's an air ball. Realizing she doesn't have numbers, she'll just pull it right back out. Finding Polcati. Picks up the dribble. They're gonna slow this one down a little bit. Just looking for a good shot, but can't even get the pass off as Ryan Brinkman shuts it down. Cooper only taking a quick rest as she's quickly back into the game. And double teamed underneath the basket. They try to get it into Cooper, but White quickly on top of that one, rips it out, turnover. Look to the corner, but smothered down there, nowhere to go, just able to get it out. Baker, with no one around her, gets the 3 ball. And Baker crossing the 20-point mark tonight. She has 21. To the wing, and the bottom hand trying to use there, not able to come up with the steal. A 3-point shot from Cooper. No luck this time either. The press is there as they slow down Mount Gilead offensively, working it back to Baker, who has the hot hand. Into the corner now, this time Olivia Long gets the 3. So timeout called by Northmor. Mount Gilead leading this one 37-27, 2:10 remaining here in the third quarter. But what has been the story of the night is Mount Gilead establishing these momentum runs where they are able to get sometimes up to as much as double-digit leads, but then eventually Northmor finding a way to battle back, whether that's penetrating through the press that they've established, kind of that lackadaisical press that isn't really utilizing the trap too much, but also on the 3 ball as of late we've seen. So a spark for both sides as both sides will look to take the momentum into the fourth quarter here at Mount Gilead High School. This one a quick contest as we're already more than halfway through the third quarter. Both sides making their way back to the court. So looking for the long man there as they find Alexis C. A scuffle for the ball, ends up in possession for Mount Gilead. 12th turnover of the night for Northmor, and no, instead Northmor will hold on to possession. So they'll change possessions. Didn't exactly get to hear what he said. Was waiting on the PA, but I don't think that came through. Now slowly making their way up court, Mount Gilead sets up the offense. Just waiting for a good shot. It's the responsibility of the Golden Knights to force a bad play, and that's exactly what they do on the press. Now with speed, Cooper on the left hand. Can't get it to go on the Euro step. Now trapped along the baseline. Faith White is looking for an outlet, and a timeout called by Mount Gilead to give her that outlet. So a 30-second timeout called. As of late, the pressure has been getting to Mount Gilead a little bit. Seen a sequence of a few turnovers on the last few possessions. Let's take a look at our sponsors. Take a second. For all of our sponsors, thank all of our sponsors who support our live and free coverage. 8 Sisters Bakery, located at exit 151 just off of 71 North in Mount Gilead. Sutton Bank, earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. Call the number in the description or visit their location in Mount Gilead to see what services are available. For your family, home and kitchen supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen, baths, windows, and doors since 1970. And Scout Construction Services, LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information, 419-989-7240. Again, thank you to our sponsors who support our live and free coverage of local sports. Now inside of 1 minute, they work the ball inside successfully. Neal gets the basket. And Neal with 4 points on the night. Trying to read that one, but the dribbler's right by her. A jump shot. clanks off the front iron. This one still bouncing around. Northmor picks up a couple of offensive rebounds. Cooper trying to get things going on the 3-ball. Has been trying it all night, getting this one. We'll see if that will convey into fourth quarter. Quickly getting one right back is Olivia Long. Now on the fast break, the bounce pass to Long on the jump stop, and it's rejected. Riley Cooper in there with authority. Now checking onto the floor for Mount Gilead, Ava Baker and Cassidy Irwin. For the Golden Knights, Riley Cooper checking out. Less than 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball is inbounded, passes it back out. 2 seconds, she's gonna put it up, and the rebound, but shot off not in time. So Mount Gilead leading this one 41-30 over Northmor. Stay with us for the conclusion of this ball game in the fourth quarter. Coming up next. Bryce Coder with the report, bringing you fourth quarter action here at Mount Gilead High School, where Mount Gilead is leading the way handily 41-30 over the Northmor Golden Knights. Now Trapp trying to read that one. Just a bit too late, falling into the hands of the Golden Knights after the turnover. 10th turnover of the night for Mount Gilead. Crosses up the defender and takes it to the basket hard, but will go to the line for two. Claire Tackett earns the trip. So a chance to make it a single-digit game once again, as Neal picks up her second foul. Look to complete the pair. She does, so it's a 9-point game. So they maintain the press. Quick job by Ryan Brinkman, reading that passing lane perfectly and taking it to the basket for two. It's a 7-point ball game. Back up to the top of the key, Baker sends it down to White. White can't find her intended receiver, but finds a woman on the other side of it in the way of Kylie Rigdon. Can't get the basket. Stepping into a three-pointer is Claire Tackett. Claire Tackett with the three. And just like that, the momentum as they throw another one away. Forcing the foul. We'll see if they call it on the floor, which I think they will. But just a great job by Ryan Brinkman in every single passing lane and able to force two consecutive turnovers for Mount Gilead. What was an 11-point lead now stands at only 4. Brinkman inside to Tackett. Tackett can't get the basket. Offensive rebound back to Brinkman, but poking it out is Neal. Neal all the way to the basket, but too much mustard off the backboard. Golden Knights will take back over, but not before a turnover. and they're going to call the foul against Alexis C. on the push. Two team fouls for Mount Gilead. It'll be the first for Northmor. I'm just trying to play their brand of basketball. Mount Gilead sends it inside. Neal again can't get this one to go. Good job by Northmor of staying in it, fighting for these rebounds. From the corner, no good, but again, offensive rebound leads to new life for the Golden Knights one more time. We'll try it again, this time successful. Maddie May with the corner shot. Oh, but they'll call a push. So the foul going against Alexis C. They will count the basket. That's C's third foul on the night. Setting up in a diamond of their own. Some quick passing by Mount Gilead leads to breaking the press. Now with pace, White falls on top of the ball as it's poked out by a Golden Knight. Now the Golden Knights with pace. And no hesitation there. Shelby Cooper with the three. The Golden Knights leading this one 42-41 with 5:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Just trying to get the ball across half court. Instead, it's a turnover. Maddie May with the ball once again. She feeds it to Claire Tackett. This one poked out, and Mount Gilead will retain possession. So timeout called. So unfamiliar for Mount Gilead tonight is being on the losing end of this ball game. They've led by as many as 11. The Golden Knights refusing to go away time and time again. And so many sports, that's the key to a successful winning team is, you know, when you play a good team, don't beat them once or twice. You have to beat them several times. They continue to pose new challenges. So a lot to discuss in the huddle. Mount Gilead has got to find a way to hold on to the ball if they want to retain that spotless streak so far. Energy to the floor as Thunderstruck is played. So after the breather, looking to identify opportunities to trap. Kendall Neal dishes it down into the corner, finds Irwin. Irwin for the basket. Once again, we have a lead change. Just not very snappy defensively from Mount Gilead on that press, but the one-on-one coverage will force the turnover as Reagan C. just can't hold on to it. 15th turnover of the night for Northmor. Down low in the baseline, has a little bit of space. They find Irwin again, who puts it up off the back iron. Rebound goes to Cooper for Northmor. Now to the free throw line, has a lot of options from here, ends up sending it to Reagan C in the corner, all the way down the baseline with the reverse layup, can't get the basket. Rebound goes to Mount Gilead. Working the ball around the perimeter. They find White with an awkward shot. No good on the basket. And they'll call a reach. Third team foul for Mount Gilead. 2 more will put them in the bonus. A couple of folks checking in for both sides. Alexis C. and Kinley Trainer for Golden Knights and Mount Gilead respectively. Able to work the ball in really well, but Mount Gilead gets a hand in. Golden Knights will hold on to possession after that sequence. We've crossed the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. This game all settled at 1. This one just grazing Mount Gilead. So the Golden Knights will have another shot at possession. Wide open, and lucky she couldn't get that one. She had all the space in the world. Successfully breaking the press, but now caught up in the trap. They're going to call the jump ball. Possession arrow in the favor of the Golden Knights. After the missed shot, they'll have another try at the lead. And a bad ball, but last touch off of Mount Gilead. A 30-second timeout called. Northmor can really wait to find that one good shot. They have a lot of time to work with. That one good shot will give them the lead, so a lot at stake on this possession. Both sides just want to make sure that they get it right. So back to the floor, 3:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mount Gilead leading this one 43-42. Now no thought about it, but too hard on the shot. Mount Gilead picks up the rebound. Facing no press, easily get it across midcourt. They work the ball around. Trainer setting that screen for Baker. Can't find an avenue for the shot. Once again to Trainer to Baker. Baker with room. Just able to make contact with the front iron, but the shot is no good. Rebound goes to the Golden Knights. Claire Tackett specifically. A shot from the wing. Bounces around, and Shelby Cooper gives the Golden Knights the lead, now leading by 2, facing the trap one more time. Baker just trying to keep this one alive. They end up finding Trainer all the way underneath the basket, who feeds it to Neal. Neal can't get the basket. Now back to the wing, to White for 3. An awkward looking shot off the front iron. And Northmor picks up the rebound and forces the foul. The 4th team foul for Mount Gilead. One more would put the Golden Knights in the bonus. Falling right on top of it is White, but they call a travel. Said she was moving when she had possession of the ball when she was on the ground. So with 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, Northmor leading the way, 45-43. Steal. Now they slow down the offense in search of that one good shot, but Baker throws it away. Steal for Northmor. Holding on to it. We're about to hit the 90-second mark in the third quarter. Mount Gilead now getting to a position where they have to force a turnover. And they call the foul. Ava Baker, swarming ball handler. That's the 5th foul, so should go to the line. So Maddie May will shoot 2. This one just making contact with the rim. The lead will stay at 2. Second half is also no good, so still a 2-point game. The foul ended up working to their favor as they are now in possession of it. White with speed making her way up the court, picking up the trap though. Polcati. Dish it out to Baker. Around the perimeter. Neal just trying to find some room, and it's off the leg of a Golden Knight. Take the ball out of bounds. A little bit of room to operate. Gilead gets the ball in. They have 60 seconds to equalize. Not much room. Neal just looking for space, and Baker with the 3 ball, but it's rejected. Reading that as soon as the pass left the fingertips. Mount Gilead will call a timeout. 47 seconds remaining, and Northmor still leading the way, 45-43, threatening to hand Mount Gilead their first loss of the season and shake up the KMAC. So inside of a minute, and so much to be discussed in this timeout. Mount Gilead has got to find a way just to earn a little bit of space and get a shot up. The Golden Knights doing such a successful job, particularly here in the second half, of just swarming the ball handler, forcing so many turnovers and so many easy baskets in a game that Mount Gilead was handily winning. Not the case anymore, as we have a thriller here at Mount Gilead. A high-scoring affair. 88 points scored in the game. Mount Gilead will take the ball out underneath the basket, going with the box front. Thought about that one, even jump stepping into it, but Neal ultimately decides to pass out of it, and White all the way to the basket, but she can't get the basket to go. On the floor, Polcati just trying to hold on to it, and it's a jump ball. Would have tied the game. But instead, we'll have another play out of bounds. 35 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Looking for an option, but running into some trouble. Trainer, the intended receiver, can't get it. Now has to foul. Working the ball around successfully over the head. Don't have to foul at all after the turnover. Inside of 30 seconds. White hands it out to Baker, to Neal. Now being picked up by Brinkman. The 3 ball, Polcati drains it for 3! Leading the game by 1 after a massive 3-pointer. Inside of 5 seconds, Mount Gilead has the ball and they have to foul. And they're not doing it, so Mount Gilead will win the game in an absolute thriller. A 3-ball from Polcati gives them the victory, 46-45. Mount Gilead stays undefeated here at Mount Gilead High School. Stay with us for the post-game show and the MVP interview coming up next.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, bringing you the Sutton Bank post-game show. And a thriller here at Mount Gilead High School as Mount Gilead picks up the victory 46-45. They're leading by as many as 11, but going into the last minute of play, they were trailing by 2 and a three-pointer by Danielle Polcati. Ended up giving them the lead by 1. Northmor failing to foul in those last few minutes to stop the clock, so that's where things ended. Let's take a look at our stats. For Northmor, 8 field goals, 4 three-pointers, 15 rebounds, 17 turnovers though, 5 fouls, 3 for 6 from the free throw line for Mount Gilead, 9 field goals, 8 three-pointers, 15 rebounds, 12 turnovers, 4 fouls, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Stay with us for the MVP interview coming up. We're excited for that one and this thriller of a contest. Stay with us.
fly. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with the Spherion Mid-Ohio MVP player of the game, and it's Ava Baker, who had a game-high 21 points and a slew of three-pointers. Congratulations, Ava. So a huge victory tonight. You're undefeated on the season. What does it mean to pick up such a momentum game tonight?
It felt really good. I know that our team had energy the whole game, and that's very important. Like we have a saying, bring the juice. So it was good that we stayed mentally engaged, even though we got down a few buckets and we had some bad passes. So it was good that we could keep each other up.
And this is a Northmor team that just refused to go away. I mean, you guys would get up by as many as 11, but then quickly coming back. What's the mentality in the timeouts or in the huddle from coach to get you energized for the remainder of this game?
Yeah, I guess they already covered it, bring the juice, but just keep picking each other up, keep doing the little things, be disciplined, and keep working. So
you know you got a competitive matchup next against Centerburg with Kayla Larimore. How are you as a team kind of preparing yourselves both physically and mentally for what you know is going to be a tough contest?
We do a lot of conditioning, a lot of shooting, run through a lot of offense. Once again, we bring the juice, and we just stay calm and be confident, and just keep it up.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I guess just my family, especially my mom, my friends, my teammates, my coaches. Kimberly asked me to shout her out, and then the Lord for giving me the opportunities.
Ava Baker, our Spherion Mid-Ohio MVP player of the game, had a fantastic night tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Take a second to thank our sponsors for supporting our live and free coverage of local sports every single night here with the OH Report. I'd like to thank Eight Sisters Bankery, Sutton Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Morrow County Jobs and Family Services, Home and Kitchen Supply, and Scout Construction Services. Wrapping things up, I'm Bryce Coder on play-by-play for the evening. Your director, Jory Skoronsky, and on camera, Oliver Kramer. For you listening at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.